Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Astro Jack for Pluto Boy Astro, and I'm doing a video on Venus Retrograde. Basically because I have this amazing placement in my chart, and I want to just go into it really. When I first got into astrology and I saw that I had this placement, and maybe some of you guys might have felt the same way too when you discovered you had it. I was like totally devastated. I was like, Venus retrograde in my birth chart, I'm never gonna get a relationship, I'm never gonna fall in love. I'm just like cursed by the universe by having this placement, especially because like Venus is my chart ruler, and this might be the case for some of you guys too. I was like, why have I got Venus as my chart ruler when she's just like fucked? And actually, when I looked into it, and obviously as I've experienced things in my life, I realised that actually Venus retrograde is a blessing in my chart, and actually just by looking into astrology and living my life and practicing astrology, you come to realise that no placement or no aspect is ever a curse or whatever, or a negative. It's never negative. The universe is always working with you and wants the best for you, and that is the case with your birth chart as well. I believe you incarnate with that energy for specific reasons and for specific tasks to fulfill in every lifetime that we're here. And your birth chart is actually your map to work with and your case notes almost. And like I always say, there's always two sides to every aspect, and so it's great to work with energy. And I found that actually it's one of my favourite parts of my chart, and actually working with that, I've actually maybe evolved more, and I still am. So I'm gonna go through like my personal experience by having this, only because Venus retrograde is coming up for us now as a collective, and I also did a video with my Astro bestie, April Cosmic Homegirl, and Apollonia the Astrology Lady, so go check that out on their channels as well. We did like a three-way where we went in deep, talking about Venus retrograde, and how it affects every single one of us and all the signs and loads of shit. And we had to talk about a lot of dating as well, because obviously Venus rules dating. So yeah, like I say, what does Venus rule? So Venus rules like beauty, how we make ourselves beautify, the products that we buy, how we like to look at our style, the clothes that we wear. I mean, I have Venus in Aquarius, and it squares to Pluto, so bitch likes to wear a lot of black shit. It's that square to Pluto, so I have a lot of like Plutonian, symbology in my clothing anyway. So yeah, Venus rules like the clothes you wear, your style, your look, your likes and dislikes. This is like where you shop, how you like to spend money, your attitude towards money as well can be Venus related, because Venus is values as well. So it's kind of how you make it and how you spend money. And more importantly for me, Libra rising, this is like attraction, what you're attracted to, and who you're attracted to, who you attract as well. This is Venus in your chart, so this can be like how you love, how you are when you're in love, how you show up in relationships, the relationships that you attract and the relationships that you're in, what you're attracted to, your love style. Like for example, I have Venus in Aquarius, so I really love like really unusual looking things and unusual looking guys when it comes to relationships. So I love like really quirky, like individual type guys. Like my friends would be like, "Oh, why are you with him? Then you put you two together." I was like, "I don't know, it's something about it. Like I just love like weird looking guys. I love alternative looking guys as well. So like I tend to go more towards like tattoos, piercing, there's emo guys. But I say Libra rising, so I still love that. I still love those pretty boys. I love those guys who look after themselves, But that's very indicative, shall I say, of Venus retrograde. You can have us really into our own looks and others' looks as well, because Venus retrograde So basically, retrograde is like when the planet can appear to look backwards to move backwards in the sky, even though it's not. And it can appear that way because the planet will slow down and the orbit will slightly go off course, so it looks like it's going backwards and actually it's just slowing down. So this is what's happening right now. So we're in shadow period, the Venus shadow at the moment, and yeah. So with the retrograde, some people say actually it can be quite lucky because Venus retrograde can appear to look like it's closer to the Earth. And so they say that the energy of Venus will be amplified and intensified. So what does that mean? That means the things that Venus rules, like I said before, will be intensified in our birth chart. So the things like love, our looks, how we look, beauty, relationships, all those sort of things are intensified. So it has been said and it has been known that people with Venus retrograde can be the super pretty, super beautiful to other people, but what it can be known for is that those people will never know, or they don't know that they're attractive, or they can have a lot of issues when it comes to self-confidence, self-love and self-worth. And I can actually verify that, especially growing up myself, having like confidence issues, body confidence issues, issues with how you look, and loving yourself and just having that self-worth, and also getting into relationships. You can always doubt whether that person loves you or why that person loves you, and I've had a lot of that through my early sort of dating experiences. It's only because I've done a lot of self-work on myself, doing like relationship courses, a lot of self-healing, just healing through astrology and using astrology and tarot and mysticism and spirituality, that I've started to use affirmations and body confidence and body positivity to work on myself and work on my own confidence. Whereas now I've kind of flipped it around, where I'm a lot more confident now, and I have a job which makes me more confident. Like one of my hustles that makes me quite confident as well. I have a very Venus job, and this can be very indicative of people with Venus retrograde. I'm a dancer. And I've done other things as well. I've done hair, I've done beauty, and these are things that are really Venus indicative. So Venus retrograde can have you really intensified in those areas. So yeah, I have a dance career as well. So that is something that is really indicative to people who have their strong Venus in their chart, as I do. So yeah, make sure when you're looking at your birth chart, have a look where Venus falls in your chart. So for example, mine's in the 5th house. 5th house also dating, love, sex, your hobbies and talents. And this is something that I have a lot of energy for. So I'm actually retraining right now. I'm doing those courses to do love and sex and relationship therapy, and using astrology to do that. Astrology being one of my many talents and hobbies. Venus in that 5th house of talents and hobbies kind of amplifies that. So yeah, look where Venus is in your chart. Same as in your 3rd house. You could be really amazing at expressing yourself through the internet, through how you speak. People just love how you talk. You might be a really good speaker or a singer, etc. You might be really good at communicating. If it's in your 10th house, this could be blessings in your career as well. So just look where that is, and the Venus retrograde will amplify that. So it's definitely not a curse. It's definitely not something to be scared or worried about, having a Venus retrograde in your chart. It can, and I can verify from my own experience that yeah, there can be many challenges with love. Venus retrograde, one of your life lessons, I believe, is that you're here to learn about love through dating, through relationships. So there might be challenges, obstacles, hardships through that, but that is only for your own benefit, for you to grow as a soul and grow as a person through those challenges, which you will do through connections with other people. I mean, I'm Libra rising, so I thrive in relationships. I love being in relationships, that Libra energy. So you see a lot of people who are, yeah, I'm doing me, I'm doing work on myself, I'm doing my self-work. Yeah, that's brilliant. I'm doing that too. But ultimately, how are you going to heal and grow and put those into practice? It's not by sitting at home on your own. You've got to go out there, meet people, get into relationships, learn shit, vibe off people. You might stay together, you might not. And there's no, I've learned that there's no like failed relationship, and nothing's ever a waste of time, because every single person that you meet, you're going to learn from them, and you're going to grow from that. And whether they stay in your life for however long it is, it's never going to be a loss. It's never going to be a waste of time. There's always something to learn from, and every single person that you meet is going to help you and them grow in some sort of way. And that's the blessing of Venus retrograde. You're gonna get that throughout your life. And I find that Venus retrograde, especially as you get older, will give you so many blessings, because the Venus retrograde and the Venus energy is intensified. So if you're doing the work, if you're going up and if you're going out there and you're showing up, and you're doing that healing work on yourself, the Venus will continue to bless you as you mature and get older. I find that the chart, especially the natal chart, will come into play, and the blessings of Venus are stronger as you get older. Especially after that Saturn return as well. And have a look on your chart this is going deep into astro. Have a look when your progressed Venus starts to actually move forward, and you'll find that your Venus blessings will intensify also. But yeah, like I was saying before, with Venus retrograde in your chart, there can be a lot of self-doubt. You know, when you get into relationships, you'll be like, why does this person love me? How can this person love me? So one of the challenges and blocks and missions, I think, with Venus retrograde, is to learn to love yourself, and to put in the work on yourself and do things for you, and not verify love through other people. And I've had to learn that myself as well. So I find that doing affirmations, doing mirror work, you know, look into that mirror, telling yourself, I love you, I really mean it, you're amazing, you deserve love, I am worthy of love, I am, you know, I am are two of the most powerful words in the human language, because like Louise Hay's people say that whatever you put after those words are super important, because they shape how you feel about yourself and project that onto the universe, and that in turn bounces back to you. So I am worthy of love, I am beautiful just because I exist, I deserve love, I deserve the best, I deserve the best in love. All those affirmations are what Venus retrograde is about. This is about doing the work on yourself, appreciating yourself, loving yourself, and in turn you will attract the right healthy relationships that you totally deserve. So yeah, I think like I wanted to say, with this Venus retrograde in your birth chart, yeah, you can go through a lot of shit in relationships, but you'll come back stronger with it, and in turn you'll attract healthy relationships by knowing what you do actually want, what it is that you won't put up with, what it is that you will put up with, and what it is that you want to invite into your life, and having that Venus retrograde in your chart, and by going through all that and those life experiences. I think that and it's great if that happens to you. It hasn't happened to me. If you meet that one, I don't know, it happens to many people, that you're just born, you evolve, and you meet that special someone, and then you're gonna live happily ever after. That's great if that happens to you, but I don't know many people that happens to, and I feel like we're all here to learn and experience, and to experience one another, to get connected with one another, experience life, and grow and evolve by human connection. That's really sort of like one of the stronger messages of Venus retrograde. I'm doing like a love series on my channel, so I'm talking about all the different love and sex relationships I've been through personally, going through like star signs, going through rising signs, and you know, and my dating disasters and what I've learned from that. So check those out as well. But yeah, this can. What else I want to say about Venus retrograde? This can make us really into our looks. And I definitely had that growing up. I'm not so much now. Obviously, I like to look after myself, etc., and look really good. But for different reasons now. Whereas before, Venus retrograde can make people really obsessed with their looks to a fault. This can have the person who has this in their chart maybe have tendencies to be obsessed with surgery, have cosmetic surgery. They might have like complications with surgery where they have to go over it again themselves, which is something I've experienced myself, having that Venus retrograde in my chart. This can have us like really being bougie as fuck when it comes to spending money as well, and like just like spending to a point where we have no concept of money. So I've had to do a lot of work with positive affirmations, doing retraining, reprogramming my brain to my relationship with money, how I spend it, how I attract it, what it means to me. And that is very much Venus retrograde too, because Venus is all about money. So if you have that in your chart, you might be a bit like, money, what's that? Buck it, I want to spend it. And you know, which is fine, which is great. But it's just knowing how to have healthy relationships with money. And I do a lot of like affirmations again. I like to talk like, I deserve money, I'm abundant, I'm abundant because of this, etc. So I'm not putting so much emphasis on having the actual cash in your hand and actually what does abundance mean to you. That's how it's played out for me anyway. So I find having Venus retrograde, which is I've definitely experienced this, that you get so many past life lovers coming into your life to like teach you a fucking lesson, or you teach them a lesson. So if that's true for you, let me know. But I've had a lot of past life calm relationships with this Venus aspect. But I also have South Node conjunct Venus though, so that's probably what's boosted my Venus retrograde even more, because my South Node is conjunct my Venus. So I have hella past life love stories to tell you, which I'll do on another video. So, but yeah, Venus retrograde. You'll have loads of exes. This will find you. This will find you like, and I've definitely been guilty of this, finding it harder to let go of ex-lovers than most people will do, because they're retrograde, wants to go back, it likes to evaluate, it likes to go over shit over and over again. That's Venus and retrograde, and you can't just let go of shit, man. It has to keep going over and over things, and like going back to a partner over and over. And I've done that. I've had times where we've broke up, come back together, broke up, got back together over and over again. And that's that Venus retrograde, man. So yeah, but I do find that when Venus does go retrograde, for everybody, like a transit, those like us who are blessed to have this in our natal chart already, we tend to do better, because this is our life anyway. So things like money, abundance, love, these don't become blocked for us, because we have this intense love aspect in our chart already. So we tend to do better than everybody else. This is good for this is a great time for us. We can actually thrive in Venus retrograde, because we have this badass aspect in our chart already. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to say about Venus retrograde. Like I said, I did a video with Apollonia and the Astrology lady, and my homegirl, April, the Cosmic Homegirl as well. So check out the videos on their channels, where we go in deep with this aspect. We're still in shadow at the moment, but Venus retrograde is starting very soon. So stay safe, people, and I'd love if you like, subscribe, comment on this video, and I'll catch you on my next one.